Hi, so I'm going to be going over from practice test 10 from the official College Board study guide, the 2020 edition. I'm going to be going over question number 2. And in question number 2, it says, the writer wants to include a quotation by Hersey that supports the topic of the passage. Which choice best accomplishes this goal? A couple things I noticed, though. I noticed that in all of the answers, the word interesting was in the answer. So that's good because we're keeping that. So, but I need to know it wants to support the topic of the passage. So we kind of have to know what the topic of the passage is. So let's go to the beginning. And we had already read this. So it was the title was How a Cat in a Hat Changed Children's Education. In 1954, Life magazine article author John Hersey expressed concern that children in the U.S. were disengaged from learning how to read. So he expressed concern they were disengaged from learning how to read. So with that in the title, I'm thinking that the topic is how can we engage students, and the Cat in the Hat engage students in wanting to read. It goes on to say, among other problems, Hersey noted the reading material available to grade schoolers had a hard time competing with television, radio, and other media for children's attention. One solution he proposed was to make children's books more interesting. Okay, so we want an answer. We want something that's going to make it more interesting so that students will be more engaged. And again, relating to the Cat in the Hat. What was it about the Cat in the Hat? So let's look at the answers and see if that's going to help us get engaged, students get engaged in learning. So interesting, since an individual's sense of wholeness follows and cannot precede a sense of accomplishment. Okay, so that doesn't support getting engaged in learning. It talks about an individual's self really from reading. So I'm going to get rid of A. All right, so B, interesting, since learning starts with failure, the first failure is the beginning of education. While that may be true, that's not going to get students engaged in learning, and that's what we're trying to support. So that would be out. Interesting because journalism allows its readers to witness history. Fiction gives its readers an opportunity to live it. Again, that's not going to get students engaged in learning. That's telling me the difference between journalism and fiction. So I'm leaning towards D, even though I haven't even read it, but interesting with drawings like those of the wonderfully imaginative geniuses among children illustrators. Well, drawings like TV and the art that we talked, television and radio, is what engages kids. So that would support the topic of the passage. So my answer would be D. All right, hopefully that was a helpful understanding of the question and answering of the question. Have a great day.